down, you know, as we do. And if you're comfortable just letting your arms kind of be in the grass, you can do that. If I haven't found it to be especially buggy, but I do have some all natural Burt's Bees insect repellent if you feel like that's a problem. So just let me know, just in case. All right, so on your backs, get comfortable. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Just let your body really sink into the floor, sink into the earth. Like we can really feel it here on the other side of our yoga mats, those of us here in the park. But wherever you are, just let your body relax. Right? Try and release some of the tension. I think whenever we're in a situation where there's just so much uncertainty and unknown, we kind of carry around this tightness, this tension in the body. And so we'll see if we can't just soften that a little bit today. All right, release some of that tension, move, stretch, breathe. All right, it'll be nice. So as we're here, just lying down, eyes open or closed, whatever you like, but let's take a few deep breaths together. Inhaling through the nose, filling up all the way up. Hold the breath at the top and release it with the sigh. Exhale. All the breath out. And do that again. Take a big breath through your nose. Inhale. And release it with a sigh. Exhale. All the breath out. And one more time like that. Big full breath. Inhaling through your nose. Take the biggest breath you can. So as you fill up, hold it at the top. Relax your shoulders. See if you can sip in a little bit more breath, right? How full can you get? Hold it, right? Relax again, soften. And then let it go. Exhale, sigh. All the breath out. Start to breathe in and out through your nose. Inhaling. Steady exhaling. Right, smooth out the breath. Right, and whatever sounds, whatever sensations are present, just let those wash over you. Let them just be a part of the experience, but see if you can start to really bring your attention to your breath. Right, making that soft brushing sound at the back of the throat. Like the ocean of your breath. So we'll try and maintain with this breath that we have right now, the smooth, steady in through the nose, out through the nose, right? Steady breath as we start to move our bodies and get a little bit more into the practice. So just kind of, remember how this feels right now. Right? And then we can tune in, and as the breath gets away from us, which it might as we start to move around, right, we can always come back to this, right? Come back to this. So we'll kind of imprint, make a blueprint of this breath. All right. So start to gently wiggle your fingers and your toes. And circle your wrists and your ankles. Yeah, and just, feel your body. Feel the parts. Take a stretch. Oh, reach your arms overhead. Stretch your legs out nice and long. Yeah, if you want to lean a little bit side to side, you could do that. Oh, lean one way, lean the other way. Good. Oh, and circle the arms out wide and just hug your knees into your chest. Round the spine, rock a little bit side to side. Yeah. All right. Then we'll take an easy twist. So just drop your knees over to the left and reach your right arm out to the right. Take another breath or two here, just letting everything melt down towards the ground, into the floor, your mat. Bring the knees back up to center. Inhale and exhale them over to the other side. And again, just an easy stretch. Soften here. Turn your head if you like. All right. And then come back to center. Bring the knees to the middle. And just a breath or two, reaching the heels up towards the sky. This lovely blue sky, the trees. Stretch the backs of your legs. Just let them open up a bit. Yeah. And then turn your toes out and take the legs out wide. Stretch the inner thighs. See how that feels. And back to center, to the middle. Let's rock and roll forward and back a couple of times. We'll come up and let's just come right up and over onto hands and knees. Right. Do some cat-cow. Inhale. Lift your chest, lift the sit bones. Exhale, round the spine. Just move with your breath. Right, that same steady ujjayi breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Yeah. I just wake up the spine. Okay, one more time like that. Round. And back to center, kind of neutral spine, centered spine. And so instead of flexing and extending, now we're going to try and bend the spine side to side. So it's lateral flexion. So bring your right shoulder to your right hip and your right hip to your right shoulder. So the left side gets nice and long. And then do it the other way. Bring your left hip to your left shoulder and then your right side will get long. And switch. So you feel a squeeze on the right side. And then you feel a squeeze on the left side. And think about your spine going sideways. And one more time on each side. Squeezing on the right side. Squeezing on the left side. And back to center. And just sit back for a moment. Reach the arms overhead. All right, stretch it out. Yeah, all right. Lift up a little bit, walk your hands. Oh, you may end up on the grass, over to the right. Sit the hips back. Stretch out the left side. Yeah. Lift up a little bit, walk over to the other side. Well, walk your hands over, I guess I should say. Sit back. And come back to center and take just a couple more breaths to center and see if you feel a little bit longer after doing those side stretches. And let's do downward facing dog. Come on up, hands shoulder distance, tuck your toes, lift your hips. Once you get into your down dog, if you want to pedal out the heels a time or two, if you want to shake out your head a little bit, like whatever, kind of wiggling around. Knowing that you can always come back to child's pose. Anytime you need a break, if your shoulders get tired or just whatever, you need to catch your breath, come on back down, take a break as you need to. So that's the nice part about the practice, is you can really have it meet you, right where you are today. Okay. Settling in. Press both thighs back. Get a little lift in the belly, right? Hug those rib tips in. Inhale forward to your plank pose. Shoulders over the wrists. And exhale back to downward facing dog. So feel free to do knees plank. Inhale forward. All the way forward plank. Exhale downward facing dog. Again like that. Inhale forward. Take your time. Exhale back. 2 more. Inhale. Shift the gaze slightly forward. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale back. 1 more like that. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Yes, you guys. Back to plank pose. Inhale. Take a breath here. Exhale. Take another inhale. Curl the tailbone under. Exhale. Bend your elbows. Lower down. Come all the way down to the floor. The grass is so tall. You really get a nice grassy view down here. Reach your hands back. Let's do Shalabhasana. Curl the tailbone under and lift your head, your chest, lift your legs. Oh, yeah, come on down. Do like that again. Curl the tailbone under. Inhale, lift up. So we're trying to ground the pubic bone down as we lift everything else up. Yeah, and come on down. Ooh, soften. So the next one, we're gonna interlace the fingers above the sacrum. Yeah. Curl the tailbone under, lift up. Lift the head, the chest, lift the legs. That's it. Come on down. Switch the interlace. Other finger on top. Yeah, let's do it again. Lift up. Oh, reach your knuckles like you want to touch your heels. Stretch back. Yeah, come on down. Release your hands. Soften the shoulders. Maybe waggle the hips a little bit side to side. Plant your palms by your ribs. Tuck your toes. Take an inhale. On your exhale, press the floor away to knees plank or regular plank. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, so as you get to your down dog, again, if you want to sigh the breath out just to kind of release any gripping, do that, but we're coming back to the Ujjayi breath. Just 2 more breaths here. 1 more inhale, stretch back. Exhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, walk forward, float forward, bring your feet to your hands. Lift up halfway, inhale, zipper the belly. Exhale, fold. Inhale, ground down and lift up. Lift the chest, reach the arms. Exhaling, hands to heart. Drop your gaze. Maybe close your eyes. Let's set an intention for practice. Right, so maybe you just reaffirm why you decided to come onto your mat this morning, come to class. Or if you have another intention in mind, go for it. Maybe you offer up the practice, right? Just give it away. All right, take a big breath here, inhale. And sigh the breath out, exhale. Release your hands down. You can open your eyes or keep them closed. Turn the palms out. Inhale, stretch for the sky. Reach up. Exhale, hinge and fold and swan dive down. Inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen forward, Ardha. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, come all the way up. Sweep the arms, lift the chest. Yeah, exhale, pull the hands through the midline. Let's keep going. Hands down, palms out, inhale. Exhale, hinge and fold in half. Inhale, heart goes forward, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, hands down. When you step back, step the right foot back and just feel the stretch in the lunge for a second. Just let that happen, it's kind of nice. And then step your left foot back. Back in our friendly plank pose. your friendly neighborhood plank pose, maybe. Still try and root evenly through the hand, right? Press the whole hand down. You can always do knees plank anytime. Gaze slightly forward. If you're here in the park, look in the grass just at the top of your mat. Don't study it, just softly gaze. Let's come down. Bend the elbows all the way to the floor. Phew. Take a breath, soften. All right, let's do cobra pose. Curl the tailbone under, press the palms, lift the chest. Lift as high as you like, whatever feels good. Lengthen forward and down. Do that again. Pubic bone rooting down, lift the chest. Right, use your hands, hug the elbows in and then press the floor away to lift your heart. Lower, yeah, all the way down. One more time, keep the legs hugging in close. Press your pubic bone to the floor, lift the chest. Press the palms, lift the chest. Yeah, take one more breath here, scoop the heart up, inhale. Exhale, down dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Just head right back. Maybe sigh the breath out. Maybe give the head a little shake. Right, but come back, right? We're using our down dog as this place where we can center, steady, right? Smooth it out. Okay, one more big breath. Press back. Use the exhale to bring your feet to your hands. Walk forward, float forward. Yes, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Firm the glutes. Lift the chest. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, through the middle. Let's keep going. Hands down, palms out. Inhale. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, lift up. Halfway, heart goes forward. Exhale, bend the knees, hands down. Big step, left foot. And just take a breath in the lunge. Feel the stretch. And then step back, right foot. Plank pose. Tailbone long. Right, tailbone to the heels. So this time, if you can, we'll stop halfway down, chaturanga, and then upward facing dog. So bend your elbows or lower to the floor. Flatten the feet, lift the chest, straighten your arms. Shoulders back, heart up. Exhale. Over the toes, downward facing dog. Right, hug the low belly in. Especially as your hamstrings get more flexible, you gotta use your abs more, especially in down dog. Belly in. Press through the hands, the whole hand. Reach the hips up and back. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, float, walk, feet to hands. Yes, you guys. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands start. We're gonna do that again. Surya Namaskar A. Hands down, palms out, inhale. This time, maybe you jump your feet back. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Bend the knees, hands down, step or float. The outside ground is pretty cushiony. Bend the elbows, chaturanga, or all the way down, right? Cobra pose, or the upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right, wrap the outer upper arm back and in, right? Reach the bicep forward. Press through the hands. Reach your hips up and back. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, walk, float, feet to hands. Yes, inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up all the way. Yeah, exhale, hands start. One more time. Uno más. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Bend the knees, hands are down. Stepping back, floating back. All right, whatever makes more sense. You can skip the vinyasa or take it. Chaturanga. Up dog if you can. Back to downward facing dog. So take a moment to just check in with your hands and kind of turn them out a little bit so that your index finger, yes, is at the very least pointing straight ahead. And if your shoulders are tight, maybe even out a little bit. Then we can really get that hugging in of the triceps, that broadening across the upper back that can be really elusive in down dog. Take one more breath here. We're coming forward, lift the heels, bend the knees, walk, float your feet to your hands. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise, inhale. All the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a breath to just appreciate the work, right? Notice how your body feels right now. Notice your breath. Release the hands. Let's keep going. Palms out. Inhale, stretch out. Exhale, we fold. Hinge, empty. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Strong legs. Exhale, bend the knees. Hands are down. Step or float it back. Chaturanga. Or the floor, right? Up dog. Cobra pose. Find a back bend that works. And downward facing dog. All right, let's send the right leg up into the air. Turn your toes out. Lift your hip. Bend your knee. Find that stretch. Sink the left heel. And here too, keep a lift in the belly, especially here. Yeah, because it's basically a back bend, right? Come back to your three-legged dog. Straighten the legs, square the hips. Reach back, inhale. Exhale your knee to your nose. Let's work those abs a little bit. Inhale, reach the leg up and back. That's it. Knee to your nose, shift forward, and feel free to put your other knee down if that helps. While you're here, touch your right arm with your knee. Yeah, and then bring it back to center and reach it up and back. Take a big breath, inhale. Exhale, nose, come forward. Right arm, stay forward, left arm. Bring it back to center and then reach the leg up and back. Inhale. Exhale the foot to the floor, the ground, your mat. All right, if you can, let's come right into the other side. If you need a break, feel free to rest in the child's pose. Yeah, you can always take a couple breaths there. In any case, I do want you to enjoy the stretch, but I also want you to be nice to your low back. So keep a little lift in the belly. Good. All right, square it off, straighten the leg. Press back, inhale, exhale, knee to your nose, shift it forward. Inhale, reach it up and back. Again, forward to your nose, stay forward, touch your left arm. Bring it back to center and then reach it up and back. Take a big inhale. Here we go, knee to your nose, forward. Touch your left arm with your knee. Touch your right arm with your knee. Bring it back to center and up and back into the air. Inhale. Exhale, the foot comes down. Press back, bring your feet to your hands. Walk forward, jump forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Lift the chest, reach the arms, come all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart, take a breath. Inhale. And sigh it out. Relax your shoulders, shake out your arms. Yeah. Whew, okay. We're awake, we're warm. Let's stand in our Tadasana. Tailbone lengthening down, right? That'll help us keep a lift in the low belly, keep the low back long. Turn the palms to face out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Okay, inhale, halfway lift. We're supposed to do chair pose, so bend your knees. That's what I meant for us to do, and lift up into chair. And then I was like, wait, I'm not starting this right. Darn it. It's okay. It's always there. Sit back a bit, right? Get a little heavy into the heels. Squeeze your glutes so your knees separate. Even if your feet are all the way together, separate your knees a little bit. Yes, and then pull up. So the belly's hugging back and your sit bones are reaching for the back edge of your mat. All right, can you hang on to all of that and gently lift the chest? Maybe the gaze. Maybe the upper arms can press back a little bit more. One more inhale. Exhale, fold. I'm like, absorb the energy of nature, you guys. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale. Whew, bend the knees, plant your hands, step back, jump back. Any vinyasa, you can skip the vinyasa and just go right to down dog. Take a breath or two in child's pose. Yeah, whatever works. Ha. Sigh the breath out. Shake your head out. Okay. Let's lift the right leg. Send it up. Inhale. Exhale your knee to your nose. So shift it forward, right? Squeeze, round. Look forward. Squeeze the arms to straight. Pull your foot between your hands and step. Yes. All right, crescent pose. Bend the back knee, lift up. That's it. So let's get that front knee tracking straight ahead. That's it. Generally speaking, it likes to collapse in. So we're gonna try and keep it open. And by squeezing the glutes. That's almost always the answer. Squeeze your butt and then root your right big toe into the floor. Lift the chest. Can you press the upper arms back a bit, right? We're outside and maybe you're outside at home too. Lift the heart, right? To the sky. She's right there. Yeah, inhale. Breathe, exhale, hands come down. It was just for us in that crescent pose. Step it back. Take your vinyasa. Start warming up those legs. Good. Right? It's magical under these trees, I tell you. Send your left leg up into the air. Take an inhale. Abs, knee to your nose, squeeze it forward, hold. Right, look forward. Shift forward more. Squeeze those arms straight. Pull up and step your foot between your hands. Yes, you guys. Okay. Crescent. It's extra bouncy out here. The floor, the ground is just not even. So we get a little extra bonus inner thigh work by balancing, right? So tailbone lengthening down, heart lifting up, right? Heart lifting up. Maybe we can press the upper arms back a little bit more, right? Heart to the sky, right? Just soak it in. We're so lucky. Inhale. Exhale, come on down. Hands to the ground, step it back. Any vinyasa you like, grass. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale. Feel free to take a breath if you need it in child's pose anytime. I'm going to take a quick sip. Okay. All right, everyone's taking a sip. Take a sip time. I'm going to take one more sip then. Make it a good one. Yeah, the sun is going to make this shade shorter, and I can back up too if it comes to that. I think we'll be okay. All right, downward facing dog. There's a big space over here too, so yeah, there's lots of room. All right, people, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lift your hips up and back. Take a big stretch. Inhale. Exhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, walk, float, feet to hands. Lift and lengthen halfway up. Inhale. Fold, exhale. Chair pose. Bend. And reach. Yes. Hug your abs in, right? Hug the rib tips in. Squeeze your glutes. Soften the shoulder blades down. Press the upper arms back. Reach up through the fingertips and see if you can straighten your arms. Yes. Inhale. Fold, exhale. Relax the upper back. Inhale, halfway lift. Take it away through the vinyasa, or you can just step right back into downward facing dog. So see how you feel. Move with your breath, right? Smooth, steady, as best as you can anyway. Ujjayi breath. We have all these butterflies floating around. It's for you guys too. It's delightful. I know it's real. I know. It's like we're in some fairy grove or something. I don't even know. Okay, so keep all that in mind. Send your right leg up into the air. Inhale. Exhale, round and squeeze and step your foot forward. Crescent pose briefly. Come on up. So get that front leg really laser beam straight ahead. Right, the front foot straight ahead, the knee up over the middle toe. Yeah, all right, keep that, and let's do warrior two. You may need to narrow the stance a bit, but that front leg orientation, straight ahead and over the middle toe stays the same, right? The hip, the pelvis rotates. Back heel down, yes, you guys. Stretchy. Shoulders away from the neck. Soften those rib tips in. Yeah, I know. Breathing here. Squeeze your glutes. Really starting to wake up those legs, right? Let's come forward into Utthita. So you can do form to knee, or if you're feeling a little stretchy, you can bring the hand down to your ankle or the floor, the ground. Top hand for this round, let's reach it forward, overhead. So here too, we're trying to press the upper arm back so that we can see inside the arm and up to the sky. Right, breathe it in, smooth out the breath. Use your breath to help you be here. All right, reaching the top arm straight up, look down, press into your back foot, stand yourself up, reverse. Oh, while you're in the reverse, straighten your front leg. Come upright, inhale. Triangle pose. I was gonna say tree pose. Triangle pose as you exhale. Reach forward. Keep the rib tips hugging in. And then the hand lands on your leg somewhere, maybe on a block if you have one. Open the chest. Right, and we really are trying to look straight up and see our thumb up there. Breathe. So nice, you guys. Utthita Trikonasana. Clarita. Clarita. Go forward. Go this way. Yeah. Okay. One more while we're here. My favorite. Bring your top hand to your hip. I'm going to scooch my front foot back just a bit. We're going to balance, because why not? Ardha Chandrasana. Maybe step your back foot in a time or two, and then forward onto the right fingertips. Can you hug the outer right hip in and peel open? What's nice about if your hand is in the grass, if you start to tip over, you can grab it and it will help you balance, which is what I just did. Reach through that lifted heel. Yes, you guys, maybe the top arm reaches for the sky. Oh. If you're feeling like you're balancing, maybe look up or look straight out. Start there. So good, everyone. Okay, we're gonna exit through warrior two. So bend the right knee. Left foot reaches well back. Oh, one more reverse, because it's nice. Oh, and then we'll get on out of here. Inhale up and exhale down. So again, you have the choice to take the vinyasa, like maybe chaturanga and up dog is the way to go, right? But if not, you have child's pose or something in between. Good. Feel free to sigh. Shake your head. Open the jaw nice and wide. It does release tension if you're a person that kind of clenches there. All right. Lifting the left leg. Send it up into the air. Inhale. Exhale. Rounding the spine. Step through. Hollow out. Crescent pose briefly. All right. So outer left hip, or think of the hip bone itself kind of moving back in space, right? Yeah, exactly, right? And then we get a nice straight line of the front leg and the knee right over that third toe. So your glutes hopefully engage a bit, and then we're gonna try and hold that steady and open up into warrior two. So the pelvis rotates, but the front thigh stays pointing straight ahead. That's the plan. You may have to narrow a bit, I do. There we go. Right, so first find the pose, squeeze your glutes, yeah, and reach nice and wide. Good. Look for the feeling of stretch to the inner thighs, and If you're not feeling stretch, consider bending a little deeper. I know. Right here too, the belly stays engaged. Really all of our standing poses. Okay, awesome. Let's try Utthita. Come forward. Form to knee. I'm a little wide. Or your hand can come down. You can hold your ankle or put your fingertips on the floor. As you open up, hug the left hip under. Turn the palm and reach overhead. Right, so we're really trying to get nice and flat. Right, the left hip hugs under and the right ribs roll back. Tosh, reach this way overhead. Your top arm, yeah. Good, and breathe. Breathe, breathe. Oh, but look up at the sky, see the trees. So nice, right? Okay. Gently looking down. Press into your back foot, lift yourself up into the reverse. Oh, right, while you're in your reverse, slowly straighten the front leg. That's it. Come up as you inhale and into Trikonasana as you exhale. Reach forward. Yeah. And then when you can't go forward anymore, just let the hand go straight down. Right? Peel open. And again, this pose too is a little bit of a balance, right? But we're hugging that outer left hip back and in. Oh, these are nice. Breathe. Right? Breathe in this beautiful fresh air. See the trees, the sky above your thumb. So good. Okay. Get ready for the balancing. Look down. Bend your front knee a little bit. You may want to step the back foot in a time or two. Reach forward onto a block or the earth. The grass is pretty handy. I just used it again. You can grab it and it will help you. Tuck the left hip under, right? Yes, everyone. If you can, reach the top arm up and slowly, possibly, maybe, turn your gaze up to see your thumb up there. What? Yes, take one more breath. Exit through warrior two, bend the left knee, step the right foot way back, and then just a moment in that reverse again, up and back. Inhale to warrior two, and exhale. Maybe Vinyasa-ing, or maybe you rest, right? That will be up to you. Good, breathe. There's that breathe again, right on time. Okay, excellent work, everyone. Adho Mukha Svanasana, the downward facing dog, as you're ready. Okay, keep a little lift in the belly. Press back with the legs. Slowly shifting the gaze forward. Step, jump, feet to hands. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Utkatasana. Bend your knees. Yes. Okay. Let's bring the hands to the heart and lean forward. I'm just doing this so your shoulders get a little bit of a break. Otherwise, we're going to have our arms out to the side or overhead in just a second. So hands at your heart, shift into your right foot and float your left foot off the floor, the ground. Yes. Lean forward. And we're coming into a right leg is bent warrior three. Right? Reach your left leg straight back and your heart straight forward. Maybe the right leg slowly straightens. Oh. Maybe the arms go out wide or even overhead. Engage your abs, squeeze your glutes, and breathe. Oh yeah, one more breath. Come back to where we started, chair pose. Hands at the heart. Whew. Maybe take a moment, reach up. Yes, okay. We're switching sides. I had to scooch there's like a tree root right here. Find a good spot for your foot. Shift into the left foot, right? Lean forward. Lean forward. We're trying to get parallel to the ground. Reach your right leg back as you're ready. And then maybe we can straighten the left leg. The challenge is getting the outer right hip to drop down. And then the arms can go out wide or even overhead. That'll really strengthen your back. Take another breath. Oh, we're gonna exit out through our chair pose. Bend the knees. Reach the arms overhead if you can. Try. Inhale and fold. Exhale. Take a breath. Shake out your head. Okay. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, hands are down. Walk it back, jump it back through the vinyasa, straight to down dog, whichever suits you. I'm taking extra up dog. Adho Mukha, Svanasana. Okay, right leg up. Inhale. Exhale, step the right foot through between your hands. That's it. Straight away into warrior two. So let's bring the back heel to the floor, the ground, or mat. Windmill up. So we're going to kind of do what we did before, but with a variation. So find the pose, hug the right hip back and in. This is an essential action for everything that we're doing going forward. So a little squeeze out here in the outer hip. Reach, again, forearm to knee, or you can go a little lower, right? Top arm this time, spin the palm to face behind you and bring it around. Half bind, right? Hook on to your left, right rather, inner thigh. Maybe the hand rests on your outer hip. Hug the ribs in and peel the chest open, right? Breathe. Breathe. Yes. Lengthen the outer right hip back and under. Beautiful. Okay, from here, look down. The bottom hand, if it's on the floor, just lift it to your ankle. Try and straighten slowly your right leg. So you're in a bound Trikonasana. Now, what can happen is the arm pushes into the low back and we start to kind of spill the belly. Hug the belly in. Use your abs, especially right now. Okay, look down. We're gonna try the half bind in our Ardha Chandrasana, because why not? So you may wanna step your back foot in a little bit. Reach your right hand forward and let's give it a whirl. It's the same pose we did a second ago. Well, maybe a couple minutes ago, but you know. Yes, and use the bind to open the chest. That's it. Okay, slowly bend your left knee and see if you can unravel the bind just enough to catch your foot or your ankle. And then kick it back. We have a full moon coming. So let's Shavasana right now. Open, stretch the front of the thigh, open the front of your left hip. Oh my goodness. Release the bind. Look down. Again, exiting through warrior two. Reach back. Oh, you did it. Reverse. Oh, up and back. Inhale, you're up. Exhale, you're down. Hands to the floor. Step back. Let's lower to our bellies. Come all the way down. So from the floor, half Shalabhasana, half Dhanurasana. So same foot that we just caught. So that means we're gonna grab the left foot or ankle with the left hand and reach the right arm forward. Yes. So we're just gonna do this 2 times, which will probably feel like 1 time too many, maybe feel like 2 times too many, but we're gonna do it anyway. Press the pubic bone down. Inhale, lift by kicking the left foot back, and then see if you can lift your right arm, lift your right leg. Press the pubic bone down. Lift the legs, inhale, and come on down, exhale. All right, we're gonna do it just like that 1 more time. And I promise we will get to the other side, but after the other side. Okay. Curl the tailbone under. Kick that foot back, lift everything up. Press the pubic bone down. Press it down. Lift the heart, inhale. Come on down, exhale. Okay. Release it, waggle the hips a little bit, soften. A cobra pose, an up dog. some back bend that is the same on both sides. You can keep it low, but just do something that's the same, right? Lift, little baby, up a little higher, up dog, whatever you like, and then down. Whew. So notice if your two sides feel different after that, because they very well might. We're gonna even it out, don't worry. Okay, so let's do the second side. Send the left leg up into the air, inhale. Exhale, step forward, the foot between the hands. We'll come straight away into warrior two. And windmill up. Like we're climbing the mountain, you guys. Outer left hip back and in. So a little squeezy there, right? A little squeezy. And we'll try and keep that the whole time. So let's come forward into Utthita. Form to knee or hand to your ankle, up. And then this time, this hand spins and we bring it around behind. So your hand is on your low back. Maybe it hooks around and catches your inner thigh, but then use that to open the chest, right? And then can you engage your glutes and also lengthen through the tailbone, right? Lengthen the sternum forward so your spine gets a little longer. Yeah, okay. Again, if your hand is on the floor, just lift it up to your ankle and slowly straighten your left leg. Right, opening the chest, still trying to lengthen through the tailbone. Yes, you guys, hug the ribs in, use your breath. All right, looking down into our bound Ardha Chandrasana. Bend the left knee, reach the left hand forward. Maybe step the right foot in a time or two. Pick it up, use the bind to open the chest. Ah, I tipped over. The grass wasn't enough to save me that time. And then maybe the gaze can slowly go up to the sky or the trees briefly. Because again, yes, we're looking for the bind. So slowly bend the right knee and let go of the bind at your hip to grab your foot or your ankle. And then we can really come into that stretch, open up, enjoy the breeze, breathe. Yes, I know. Let go of the bind, straighten the leg, and let's come out through warrior two. So bend the left knee, reach the foot back. Yeah, reverse it. You did it, you guys. Come up as you inhale and down as you exhale, and step back and lower to the floor, the ground, your mat, the earth. And we're gonna do the other side. So this time we're gonna grab the right foot and reach the left arm. Yeah, and we're gonna do that 2 times. So left arm, left arm overhead, right arm reaching back. Pubic bone to the earth, right? Press it down. Use your right foot, inhale, kick your foot back to lift your chest, and then lift everything else up. Lift the arm, lift the leg, except the pubic bone, which goes down, right? Yes, you guys, come on down, rest. Oof, I know. Ardha, it's half Shalabhasana, half Dhanurasana. Okay, one more time like that. This way, this way. Okay, make sure I'm doing it the right way. Curl the tailbone under. Right foot kicks back and then lift everything up. Right, lift your foot to the sky, lift your legs, lift your chest, press the pubic bone down. Awesome, and come down. Release the foot. A little wiggle waggle of the hips. Nice, you guys. Okay, and again, it could be a little baby cobra pose, or if you want to come up a little higher, stretch and an even back bend, and downward facing dog. Breathe. All right, breathe, breathe, breathe. Beautiful, everyone. Okay, so pressing back, stretch back, get nice and long, inhale, exhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, walk or float your feet to your hands. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, we fold. One more time, Utkatasana, bend your knees. Reach your arms. That's it. Press and rise, inhale. Release it, exhale. Okay, so we're gonna do another standing balancing. I'm gonna back up a little bit. Nadarajasana. We're gonna do the reaching back variation because the other way is holding your foot over your head. And if you wanna do that, I say do it. Otherwise, mostly we need a strap. And since we probably don't have straps, we're gonna do the variation where we reach back. Trust me, it'll be plenty. So, as opposed to when we're opening up into Warrior 2, for this one, we're gonna try and stay straight ahead like chair pose, like Warrior 3, right? The difference is, yes, square hips, but we'll keep the chest up. So phase 1, maybe I'll turn sideways. We'll stand on the right leg, bend your left knee, and see if you can just catch the inside. If this bothers your shoulder, try it the other way, because either way is really fine. So just pick one that feels okay with your shoulder. If you can go inside, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, now we're gonna try and stay straight ahead, keep the chest lifted. You can have your hand on your hip, but if it helps to reach the arm now, you can reach the right arm, but slowly start to lift your back foot up. It's kind of like our half Dhanurasana, half Shalabhasana, right? Where we're lifting that back leg. Imagine you're grounding through the pubic bone, right? Press the pubic bone forward as you lift your chest and lift your leg at the same time, right? And just look for the stretch. Picking the leg up, lifting the heart up, lifting the chest up. And if you're not already reaching the right arm, reach the right arm and see if you can bring the left ribs forward. Ah, yes. One last breath. And then gently just release it. Let it go. Oh, shake out your right side. Right, yes. So it's a little squeezy on your standing leg. Notice if you were clenching, right? We'll try and soften that in the second round. When we're balancing and concentrating things kind of, especially in your face. So we'll see if we can give it a little softer. And we'll try the other side. Okay, so if you can, in, but if that doesn't work good for your shoulder, out. All right. Then, right, once we're here, lift, and we're gonna try and keep that happening the whole time. It'll help us stay upright. And then we'll just slowly start to pick the right foot up behind us. Maybe the left arm reaches right now. Try not to get too sideways, right? Keep bringing the right ribs forward, the right shoulder forward. Pick a gazing point that's not moving, right? And just look at that and breathe. Is something clenching that you could soften? Hug that right knee in. Take another breath. Imagine you're grounding through the pubic bone and lift your heart up. Yeah. And then slowly, gently release it all down. Oh, shake it out. Good job, you guys. Let's just come down into Malasana, the squat. Okay. And let your tailbone lengthen down. Oh, stretch out your lower back. Yeah, that's good. Press into your knees with your arms and then squeeze your knees back onto your arms. And see if that helps to release your low back a little bit as you squeeze your knees back on. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Let's do an arm balance. Just crow pose in honor of our friends, the crows, who are so joyously serenading us as we do our yoga practice and all their funny sounds. So hands on the ground, on the floor, on the earth, on your mat. I recommend just bringing your feet together as you prepare. Yeah, bring your big toes to touch. Heels up, heels way up. Knees outside your arms. Get them well up your arms. And then lift your hips and bend your elbows. And send your elbows back towards your ankles. Pull your knees way up your arms. Right, see if you can kind of snuggle into your armpits a little bit. And then you're gonna lean. Scoop your butt up. Lean forward, look forward. Pick your toes up off the floor. Maybe it's just one toe. Maybe it's both, right? Yeah. The ground is soft. Yes, Josh. Yeah, I know. In a way, it's good because it's like it gives you a little bounce back. There you go. Nice. Right on. Oh, you have to look forward and lean. Yes, Humira. That's it. Oh, awesome. Good job. Yes, you guys, shake out your wrists. Oh, circle them around. I kind of want to use the trees to do some handstands or something. How do you guys feel about that? You can bring your mat to the tree. Or if you have a towel. I meant to bring a towel, but I forgot. Okay, maybe next time. Bring a towel and we'll use the trees and do handstands. It'll be fun. I don't think they're covered with ants or anything. So they are? It will work. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they're not skinny trees. Some of them are a little skinny. We don't have to use those. But we could get 3 people on one of these fat trees. Yeah, that's a good one too. Yeah, it'll totally work. Okay. So maybe next time we'll just bring like a little towel you can put for your hands, and then we'll just have fun. Even if it's uneven, like whatever, fine. Life is uneven. Clearly. So let's just, instead of doing an actual handstand, let's just play with a couple of like practice kick-ups. And if you accidentally do a handstand, you know, don't worry, just you'll come down. If you feel yourself going straight back, just turn yourself. Just turn, it doesn't matter which direction, but then you can put your foot down and you won't just fall on your back. Probably you won't get quite that high, but we'll just do a couple. So here's my plan. A couple of different variations, which we've done in the studio before, so you guys are all familiar. You guys at home, you have walls and stuff, so if you want to do that, like actually right now, go ahead and do an inversion of your choosing. But for us in the park, so we'll pretend, right? And we can even kind of have like a sort of a down dog, like a tiny baby down dog. And then we're going to kick up and tap and kick and tap. And so we'll start here, try and just tap. And then you'll switch legs and try it again, tap. And get a little tap, right? Tap, oh. And we'll try that a couple times. It's like tiny little bitty spider or an ant or something. And then we'll do a switch in the air and switch in the air, right? And so, oh. And you may accidentally get stuck in a handstand. What? You never know. Okay. So first just try and tap your knee. So you'll be here like a down dog-ish, but short. Pick a leg, it doesn't matter. The lifted leg stays lifted, and you try and tap with the standing foot. Tap. Ooh. Yes. Yes, exactly. That's it. You guys are seasoned inversioners. Ooh, yes, Tosh. Then switch your legs. I know. Ooh, but yes. And then switch and use your other leg, which is probably your not favorite side. You have to do the other leg. I demand it. Yes, it's gonna feel like someone else's legs, probably. There you guys go. Oh, nice. Okay, then when you've done that on both sides, yogi's honor, I guess. But when you've tried both sides, then we'll just switch our feet in the air. Right, so same idea, but then you're gonna go up and up, right? And switch in the air. And tension there. Yes. Thanks, Clarita. It's exciting. It builds up your back strength, your confidence. Beam, look between your hands. Yeah, yes. And you do want to look up or look between your hands, I would say, because then you have a good steady spot to gaze at and it's easier to balance. Yes, exactly, Tosh, that's it. Perfect. Just turn, it's so much better. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's how you do it. You 100% did it. Yeah, and then once you know that you can do that, then it's less scary. Good, you guys. Okay, if you're still upside down at home, nice Barb, then you can slowly make your way out of your headstand. Nice, Ellen. Awesome, you guys. Do child's pose, please. Yeah, anytime you're in a headstand for an extended period, or even if you're just up there for 10 breaths or whatever, it's good to do child's pose when you're done. Okay, and we can do child's pose right now. Let your arms rest. Yeah, us here at the park. That's fun. Okay, good job, you guys. Right? Our adventure. Okay. Slowly, slowly. Come on up. Yeah, let's bring the legs out front. Oh, and we shall take a twist. So let's do Marichasana. So we'll keep the right leg out long and pull the left heel in. So for this one, we're trying to keep the heel, well, both heels really, relatively lined up with the sit bone. So you'll probably have a little space between your foot and your leg. So sitting up nice and tall. Bring the right arm around the front and the left hand behind. Take an inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, start to turn. Right, rotate the ribs, the shoulders, the hips may turn a little bit. No, Clarita, you were doing it right the first time. Go towards your leg, yes, exactly. If you want to get in a little deeper, reach the right arm up into the air, inhaling, exhale it outside the knee. Yes, lift the chest up and exhale, rotate. Lift the heart as you inhale. Then tuck your elbow outside your knee. Exhale, turn. Yes, exactly. Your gaze can turn around over the left shoulder, right? Stretch your neck. Inhale, bring the gaze forward, and exhale, release it. So since we're here and we did the half bind earlier, maybe we can come into Marichasana A, which is a little bit of a bind. So the knee stays, but we bring the left arm inside. And first just forward fold a little bit. And I don't know about you, but I start to get a really nice stretch in my low back as I do this. The knee will go out to the side, but keep the whole foot pressing down. Right, so we want to keep the inner foot pressing. And if it feels just too pushed, you can walk your foot out a little bit too. Yeah. Okay, then the left hand, you'll spin the palm to face out and bring it around towards your hip. And then possibly you grab on back there. Maybe. Yeah. And then you try and forward fold. So if you have a towel, you can put the towel between your hands. If you happen to have a strap, you can complete it with the strap, or you can just get your hand there and your other arm stays free, or you put it out to the side, right? But leaning forward, stretch your back, your hip, right? Your hamstring. How's your breath? Smooth, steady. Inhale, start to lift your head, your chest, and exhale, releasing the bind. Unravel, shake it out. Right, just like notice the hip on that side, your knee, it's a big flexion there. Okay, first the twist. So we'll do Marichasana C and then we'll do Marichasana A. All right, so we bring the left arm around the front and the right hand behind. And just start to come into the twist, right? Rotating the chest, the shoulders, maybe your left hip comes a little forward. Inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale, twist a little more. And if you did it on the first side, try it on this side, reaching the left arm up into the air and then tucking it outside your knee. Yeah. Lift the heart up and then rotate some more, right? Turning around behind you. Try and keep lengthening the spine as you inhale, and then looking for a little more twist as you exhale. Last breath here. And then turning the gaze forward, unravel. All right, so the foot can basically stay. You'll just square off because your left hip may be pushed forward a little bit. And then we'll bring the arm inside. You can use your hand on the floor next to you out to the side to help you go forward, because we do want to get long forward. And then just reroute, right? Because we all do it. Press the inner foot, the inner heel down so the knee stays a little hugged in. It'll be out to the side a little bit, but all right. Let's find the bind. So turning the palm, the back of your hand to your hip, kind of really snuggle in, and then see if you can find your fingers back there. Your left fingers, that is. And then once you do, turn forward and lengthen out over the leg. Right, just breathe. There's that delightful breathe again. Awesome, you guys. Take one last breath here. Mouth the shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, lift up halfway. And release it and come up the rest of the way. Extend your leg, give it a little shake. Waggle the feet a little bit side to side. Yeah, okay, awesome, you guys. Dandasana, Paschimottanasana. Sitting up tall, reach the arms up and overhead. Inhale, exhale, go forward. So you can grab on or use a strap or a towel to reach your feet. Grab your ankles, your shins. Lift up halfway as you inhale, spread the collarbones, engage your shoulder blades on your back, and then go forward, 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 out into the fold. All right. Let that pass and inhale, lift up halfway. No sense in fighting it. Exhale, come up the rest of the way. If you guys are okay with it, you can always turn sideways, but maybe just open up into the grass. I don't know, it seems all right. Oh, I got a tree root, hold on. Okay, there we go. Watch out for tree roots. Okay, however wide, you can decide. And we'll sit up and just take your time. Try and keep the toes up and lengthen forward. Stretch the inner thighs, stretch your hamstrings. Maybe you feel your glutes or your back. Stretch whatever's stretching. Try and stretch in a way that you can breathe, that you can relax a little bit, let your shoulders soften down. Butterflies. All right, take your time. Slowly come on up. Walk it back. All right, bend your knees. Pull them in. Take a moment. Switch up a little bit. All right. And then just, one little bit of ab work. Float your feet up off the floor, the ground, your mat. the earth. And if you can, you'll hold your feet. You can always hold your ankles or your shins or your calves or whatever. We're gonna balance on our butts. Yeah, good. Okay, try and stay balancing and send your right leg out to the side. If you need to move your hand lower down your leg or higher up your leg, I guess. Yeah, come back to center. Try and stay balancing, go the other way. If you're lucky, you can get a little pocket of grass that sort of holds you back to center. And then let's try both legs at the same time. Both legs out. Steady. Good. Lift your chest. Like your abs, hopefully. Come back to center. Good. And come on down. All right. Extend your legs. Let's stretch our hips. That's going to be awesome. If you're up for it, let's do single pigeon. If that sounds like too much, do a hip stretch that your body feels up for. So maybe it's Sukhasana, maybe thread the needle. But if you're feeling up for it, let's have one shin at the top. Got to find a non-tree root angle. And the other leg back. And if you like, you can take a breath up at the top and just stretch your hip flexor for a moment. The back leg, front of the hip. Yeah. Oh, our butterfly yoga. Huh? The easiest on everything is thread the needle for sure. So this can be a little hard on the knees. See how it feels. It took a little while for me to do this after my surgery, but it's fine now. Oh yeah, forward fold. And we'll just take I don't know, many breaths here and relax. All right, let your body soften as much as you can. And if it feels like you just can't relax, like all you can do is grip and squeeze, then maybe back off the stretch a little bit, do less so you can breathe and you can soften. Lengthen the exhales. Your whole body just relaxing, softening, and allowing the stretch. All right, let's take 5 more breaths. Smooth, slow, steady. Long inhale. Long exhale. All right, last breath here. Maybe you sigh out the exhale. And then as you slowly come on up. If you want to come out through down dog, you're more than welcome. Walk the back foot in, shake it out. Or if you want to stay low, just swing the back leg forward. Either way, they're all good, whatever you prefer. And then let's do the other side. Keep the opposite shin forward. Send the other leg back. Square off. Right, maybe a breath or two up top to stretch the hip flexor. The hip, front of the hip on the back leg. Yeah. And then when you're ready, down into the fold, stretching the hips, folded pigeon. And so as you're here, try not to let the mind get too caught up in lists or thoughts or, you know, assumptions or whatever about whatever. See if you can just be here, right? Be in this moment, hear the sounds, feel the sensations, right? Not to get caught up in any of that, but just to be fully present. Right, and when the thoughts start to poke their way in, or maybe you get caught up in a sound or a sensation, just pull yourself back into the moment. Right, and like this is it. We're doing it. Any excess gripping or tension, just soften it. And we got about 5 more nice, deep, steady breaths here. Relax your shoulders, soften, soften. And one last big breath here. Inhale. And sigh it out. Exhale. And slowly come on up. And again, maybe down dog, or maybe you just swing the back leg forward. Whatever you like. You know, shake it out. All right. And when you're ready, we'll lie on our backs. So once you lie down, yeah, make sure you're in a good spot where you won't have too much sun in your face. Yeah, there's big shade there. There's a big spot here. Right? Yeah, there's still plenty of shade even at noon. Maybe we'll go a little more over there next time, next Sunday. Okay. Once you're lying down, you can happy baby, kick out through the heels. You can take a twist lying down. You don't really have to do anything, honestly. It's Shavasana time. That's what I would like for you to do. So if there's anything that you want before Shavasana to help you relax or settle, feel free to do that, and then just get comfortable. If you have something to cover your eyes, you can do that. And you just lie down, melt your shoulders away from your neck, and then if you can, palms open towards the ceiling, word habits, towards the sky. Maybe the ceiling if you're doing this at home. But for us here in the park, right, just let your body soften into the earth. It's so good for us to take a little bit of time and just be in nature, reconnect to our original mother. So much good grounding energy in the earth, right? Like it sounds. It is the ground. Really essential in these crazy times. So just let your body soak it in. And again, allowing the mind to just be softly in the present moment. Noticing the thoughts and releasing them, the sounds, the sensations. We'll rest here just a little bit longer, a couple more minutes in Shavasana. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Gently wiggle your fingers and your toes. If you like, take a stretch. Oh, reach the arms overhead, stretch the legs. Yeah. Hug your knees to your chest. Rounding the spine. Roll softly to your side and just take a moment there and just linger in Shavasana. Enjoy that feeling. And pressing with your hands to sit yourself up. Let's come up to seated. Sit. All right. And as you come to sit, just sit however you're comfortable. Close your eyes and let's just notice, right? A moment to appreciate the practice, appreciate how you feel, right? The effects of your practice. You took the time to show up, you worked hard, right? How do you feel? I'm bringing the palms together at the heart, your thumbs to your sternum. Inhale, lifting the heart to your hands. Exhale, gently bowing in. Grateful, grateful, grateful. Grateful for this practice. Grateful that we have the opportunity to practice, the time, the ability, right? Anything else that you're feeling grateful for? Just allow that feeling of gratitude to fill your heart. Infuse your heart with joy. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Sunday or whatever day you may be watching this in the future. Namaste. Namaste. Namo Vaha. Thank you. All right. Lovely, everyone. Thank you so much. All right, people. I'm sitting in the grass. Hello. Nice to see you all.